Dead by Daylight. Basically the best game ever made, the most popular four-person survival game since like fucking ever. There's never been anything better than this ever in the entire history of gaming. I've played Dead by Daylight since just after the initial release, way back when a couple years ago, back when all we had were the first two killers, the Hillbilly and the Trapper, and then the original four survivors, Claudette, Dwight, Jake, and Meg. I remember when sabotaging a hook took that sucker out for the rest of the game, and if you had a team of Jakes against you, you'd be fucked harder than your mother when you were conceived. I remember how you could find out what killer it was just by looking at the hooks. I remember back when you could switch server regions and just grind for points with your friends without actually playing the game, or actually play the game with just your friends and no random killers, so you always knew that you weren't gonna get fucked over by some asshole. Nowadays, this game has become just how Payday 2 had become, plagued with DLC. And these DLC don't change the game much and don't really mean anything besides moderately changing the killer's abilities. Basically, all the killers are the same, and can be played the same exact way, allowing for absolute retards to fuck you over by camping or just being an all-around cunt. Now this is a rare case where it can go both ways, and it most certainly does. Almost all survivors who think they're good at the game are usually just cocky asswipes who think it's alright to fuck around with a killer and not get camped afterwards. Here I'll show a few little clips from my live stream a few days ago where an entire squad were being cunts, so I camped them a bit, because these assholes were rushing the hook so hard I couldn't do anything, because if I left, he'd be off immediately, and I either had to tunnel to get somebody, or I'd just fuck around the whole match and never get a single person. What a fucking bitch, man! And she's looping! Okay! Yeah, fuck off, idiot. Alright, nice. Fucking bitches, dude. Oh, and they're gonna trail along at the first person that goes down. Oh, oh. Great players, dude. Alright, you could just take her off. You can just take her. You could just take her. Take her. Take her. Take her. Come on. Take her. Take her. Take her. Take her. I'll camp. I won't, in any other situation, no. Won't even, no. Not leaving. What? Yeah. God, what bitchy ass players, dude. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Don't expect me to. You can't play like assholes and expect not to be treated this way. Fuck off. These fucking dickheads are on the hook in full force almost immediately, trying to get their asshole friend out of the hook. See, in this game, there's only so much you can fight against as a killer. Looping is one thing, but rushing the hook, using all these annoying-ass perks and items, it's on another level. There are so many better ways to be good at this game, such as actual stealth, which can get you really far if you're good, but this shit takes no skill, and can only be countered with other no-skill tactics like camping and tunneling one person until they're dead. And also, the learning curve in this game, it teaches you to play like a bitch. When you start out with almost no perks and no abilities, it's like you're just some dickhead next to all these people who can sprint faster than you, heal faster than you, and a killer who can swing every half second. And the only three ways to combat this are as follows. Number 1, play killer until you have enough points to get perks for survivors. 2, play like a bitch, which is the most gratifying thing in the world, even though you're an absolute cunt to everybody that's not you. Or 3, be a fucking god at stealth and never get found in the first place. Or hell, even if you get found, maybe loop a little bit, but don't spend the whole fucking game being a prick and looping constantly. Back in the old days, looping was even more cancerous, because you could literally run through a loop forever, without fail. It was the fucking worst thing to experience as a killer, and the best thing ever as a survivor, because you'd never get caught, and you'd win almost every game. And there was a loop on every single fucking map, no matter what. And the second that was fixed, oh my lord, was it a great thing to play killer, because everybody that used to loop just got fucked so hard with a fucking swing that would just wreck their entire life. Just recently, they added a cosmetic store to the game, which isn't too bad because it truly is only cosmetic items, but they also give you the option to buy the currency to buy the items. Dead by Daylight is truly slowly descending into something like CSGO, where you can play without skins, but it's so fucking appealing to have a goddamn golden mega cock while playing as killer and just fucking butt rape the survivors at like Mach 5 speed. Another minor issue the developers should take note of if you're seeing this, developers, is that you basically only get the trash maps in the game. The original couple maps are basically the only things in the map pool at this point, because the items that allow you to raise your chance of going to these maps are all on the DLC characters that you can't access unless you buy the fucking DLC. And it's so awful because I never get to play on these awesomely aesthetic maps because fucking hell, nobody buys a DLC or nobody's using the goddamn items, because why would you? For what purpose would you if you have to just learn a new map, blah blah blah. And just fucking make people play the maps. Do not give this option to fucking raise the chance of going to this map and such. It's just fucking awful. I never get to play on the good ones. Please, for the love of God, fix this. Also, back to the cosmetic items. What the fuck is this? Developers, are you alive? Are you there? Did somebody take over? Ace is supposed to be this old fart, and you think it's funny to dress him up as a hipster, but it just doesn't make fucking sense lore-wise. There is still lore to this game, developers. You know, this game has lore. You remember that, right? You didn't just bury it down, did you? You remember this, correct? Yes? Okay. So this doesn't make fucking sense. Your game still has to make sense, developers. Wake up, please. Just come back to us. Oh my god. I don't want to fucking walk around looking like a dumbass who drinks fucking Thai lattes or some shit. I want to look at these ones. See, these are the good ones. You fucking got these cool ass suits. He's got his fucking hat on. He's the best looking guy ever. But you know, then you go back to this and it's like, oh my fucking god, why would I ever want to wear this? All in all, Dead by Daylight is a great game, and I would highly recommend playing it if you play the way I described. Not being a cunt, not excessively looping, and not camping unless the survivors are being asswipes. Pro tip though, if they are being asswipes, camping will fucking smear them across the floor like diarrhea like 90% of the time, because they're not going to expect you to just like immediately start camping and just fucking them over. I've had so many games where they just get fucking wiped across the floor like goddamn shit that I just let loose from my anus. Developers, if you are listening, please take into consideration my map suggestion and my suggestion to remove this from the game, to wipe it from the face of the internet, and to fucking burn it in the pits of hell where nobody will ever find this shit again. Otherwise, they'll just fucking puke their guts out until they die. But anyways, see you guys next time, and enjoy the shitty outro music I produced on my phone.